Hi friends, welcome to this yoga practice today. I hope you enjoy it. All you need is a mat and a willingness to try. I'll see you there. Let's go ahead and start today's practice in a bound angle position. So you take your soles of feet together and let your knees splay open a little bit. I'm going to recommend a big diamond shape as opposed to a really tight triangular shape. Take those feet a little further away, give some space, and then just drag one sitting bone at a time back and root the tailbone down and reach on up. Let's reach up on the inhale, look up toward the sky, and then exhale, reach your chest forward toward your feet and rest your hands anywhere on your feet or on your legs or on the ground and come into any amount of forward fold. And take a couple of moments to arrive in your practice, in your body today. It can be nice to touch your toes and kind of spread your toes out a little bit with your fingers, thanking your feet for carrying you through this world, holding you up all day long. And relax your shoulders. Let the stress of your day dissolve away, letting go of anything else outside the space of now. And set your intention for practice. What do you want to cultivate here? And we'll start to rock side to side. We're going to let that intention inspire your effort today. When you rock to the right, walk your hands to the right and swing both knees gently over to the right. Walk your hands around onto your mat and take a big turn through the belly, left belly to right belly. Tented fingers, lift up tall through your chest, look over your right shoulder. And inhale, expand the belly. Exhale, swing back open to a bound angle and reach your arms up. Inhale, exhale, reach for your toes and fold. Rock your ribs side to side and rock to the left and swing both knees over to the left. Let them go organically over. Walk your fingertips around on your mat. Lift up tall. Look over your left shoulder. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale, pull the belly back toward the spine and we'll come back to center. Take your feet on the mat, hip width distance. Fingertips point toward your heels. Fan your fingers wide and lift up your hips. So we're coming into a reverse tabletop. Spread your toes, spread your heart. Inhale, exhale, we're gonna drop the sitting bones down. Let's do a flow a couple times. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, drop the sitting bones. Inhale, root through the feet, lift up, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, drop. One more inhale, lift up. Exhale, drop, sitting bones to the ground, cross either ankle on top, roll over the knees, and let's step into a light plank pose, lifting your low belly. Now let your heels drape to the right, toes to the left. Lift to center, heels to the left, toes to the right. Heels to center, heels to the right, look to the left, and back to center, heels to the left, look to the right. We're going to come back to center, bring your knees down, then sweep up to downward dog and pedal out your feet. Inhale through your nose, exhale, let it out. Lift your low back high. Stretch from the pinkies all the way through the hips toward the ceiling. Knees are opening slightly over the second toe. Very good. And we'll wave our way into a plank pose. Now bring your knees down and lay your thigh bones down, your belly, your ribs, your chest. Take the tops of the feet flat. And then root through the hips. Hover your hands, squeeze your shoulder blades together, fan your toes. Take this kind of strengthening upper back version of locust pose. One more inhale, puff out your belly. Exhale, palms to the floor, under the elbows. Tuck your toes, press back to a child's pose, hips to heels. Sending the hips straight back. And we're going to take a moment to drop the chin toward the chest. Exhale, straight back through the sitting bones. Then walk your hands toward your knees and stand up on the knees. Let's take a back bend. Take your hands into imaginary back pockets. Root the hands into your low back. Lift your heart. Inhale. Exhale, back to neutral. Step your right foot forward. Right knee is over the heel. Let your hips sink. Back toes are tucked. And then release your hands to frame that front foot. Heel toe the right foot toward the outside edge of your mat and take your fingertips both on the inside of your right heel for a lizard lunge. Now we'll keep the back toe tucked for a moment. Hover for a moment in this position, hold for a moment, and then lift that left knee. We're coming into more of an active lizard lunge, and let your left hip point begin to drop. Left hand a little wider than the shoulder, and then reach your right fingertips forward and up into a twist. Left rib wraps toward right rib. Inhale, belly. Exhale, bring that right hand down on the inside of your right heel. Now we're gonna lift the hips and step that right foot right up into three-legged dog if that feels available, or you could go to downward dog. Let's meet in a plank pose. And then drop your knees down. We're gonna take this variation of chaturanga where it's kind of like a reverse upward dog. So thigh bones lay down, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale all the way down. Feet are flat on your inhale. Take any amount of back bend. And then exhale back to child's pose, toes tucked. Hips to heels. Looking toward your knees, walk your hands toward your knees. Stand up on your knees and we'll tone the belly in and take your hands to imaginary back pockets. Elbows point straight back, lift your heart. Find that camel pose variation. Inhale. Exhale, hands on hips, tone belly. Take a big step forward with your left foot and sink your hips down. Back toes are tucked. Hands frame that front foot. Then heel toe your left foot toward the outside edge of your mat, finding that lizard lunge with the back toes tucked underneath. Softening your shoulders. Hovering for a moment with the back toes tucked, letting the hips sink. Softening the shoulders, and then go ahead and lift that right thigh, making it active. We're gonna lift the hips a little bit. And take your right hand a little wider than the shoulder, turn left hand to your back, or extend your left fingertips up for that twist. Breathing there. Looking at the hand in the air. Inhale. Exhale, left hand on the inside of the heel. Plant your palms, lift your hips. We're gonna slide that left heel right up into three-legged dog, if that feels good, or just downward dog if that's all that's available today. And then wave into a plank. And then let's take chaturanga. So we're gonna take a long line from crown to tail. Squeeze your elbows in, lower all the way down. And then feet are flat, any amount of cobra or upward dog, finding a back bend. Exhale. Tuck the toes, downward dog. In this downward dog, we're just gonna walk the feet forward toward your wrists. When you get there, turn your toes out, your heels in, and drop into a squat. If a squat is too much, you can always come onto a cross-legged seat, and we'll join you in a moment. If you're able to be in the squat, bringing your heels toward the floor, elbows on the insides of the knees, thumbs to the chest, look up. Inhale, exhale, release your fingertips back behind you, sit down, zip your feet together for a moment and take your hands in front of your shins, lift up tall through the chest, flex your feet. This could be a great place to stay, or we're gonna take our arms on the insides of the knees, reach for your big toes, hook your two first fingers around the big toes, and then lift your heels up to a happy baby-like position, seated. Or extend your heels open and find a V shape. This is where we're gonna be for a moment. Breathing there. Inhale. Exhale, bring your heels in together. Take your arms on the outside of the knees, root through your feet. Bring your feet to the ground, curl into a little ball. Inhale. Exhale, roll onto your back and kick your feet right up toward the ceiling. So hands will be on your belly as you look up and rotate your toes around, letting your belly hollow out when you exhale. Shoulders relax. Inhale, feel the belly expand. Exhale, let it all the way out. Flex your feet and interlace your hands behind your head, and we're gonna scoop up, elbows to knees, knees to elbows, and then open the elbows. Little toe touch. And then exhale, scoop up, feet flex, elbows to knees, Inhale, elbows open, and a toe touch. Exhale, flex, squeeze up, elbows to knees, and inhale, toe touch. Exhale, coming back. Inhale, toe touch. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale, toe touch. Exhale, curl. Inhale, toe touch. And we're going to exhale our way into happy baby. Lift your head, look toward your tail. Then let your head fall back and massage out your back in happy baby. And then release your feet mat width distance. Let your knees knock in to touch. And we'll have our hands resting on the rib cage. In your constructive rest pose, root through the feet and lift up the hips, squeeze your butt, and then let your lower back go. Nice soft hips. With the hands connecting to the body, you can remember your intention and take a few moments for a final meditation here, with the lower back very broad. Light and space flowing through all the joints, and there's nowhere to go, nothing to do, no pressures on you at the moment, only to relax for a couple of breaths. Let all your stress and tension dissolve away. Toes are soft. Jaw is soft. And gently begin to windshield wiper your knees, massaging out your lower back. Pausing wherever feels good to pause. And when you're ready, go ahead and hug your knees in and give yourself a hug, inviting compassion for exactly where you're at, finding gratitude for anything at all today. And when you're ready, we're going to roll to either side and press on up to sit. Here we are again in an upright seat. Take your time to sit up nice and tall. Bring your hands to heart center and thank yourself for showing up today. And I thank you for you. And I wish you joy, peace, health, strength, courage, and trust on the journey. Namaste. So grateful for your presence here as always. I really look forward to seeing you again. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. It helps this channel continue to grow, and your presence in this community means a lot. If you want to drop me a comment and let me know a little bit about you and your practice, and I'd love to get to know that. Okay, see you next time. Take care. Keep going. Bye-bye.